Poland absolutely shocked us in the best ways possible. Between the vibrant cities and the gorgeous mountains, Poland quickly became one of our favorite places we have ever traveled.
The first thing that we have to talk about is the food that we had while we were in Poland.
Oh my gosh, it was all so good. I don't think I gave Polish cuisine a lot of thought before we went to Poland, but wow, I really should have. It was so good, and I think my personal favorite was the grilled cheese with jam. Oh, it was so good.
It's just like a very small little snack that doesn't cost that much, and it sure is delicious.
We also had it with bacon once, and I definitely prefer the sweet jam with the salty cheese. It is the perfect combination.
One food that I did know about before coming to Poland was the Polish sausage, and I was looking forward to trying it, but I did not realize just how good it could be when you're actually in the country.
Poland just makes food right. And they made these little like dried kielbasas too, which were like our favorite thing to snack on.
Just get them at the grocery store. Yeah.
And the vodka. I didn't really think about vodka being from Poland. I guess I always thought it was like a Russian thing or like a Finnish thing. But Poland had such good vodka.
Yeah, there's one that we had like in the restaurant, like when we were trying out on our food tour, our do-it-yourself food tour, and we just said, yeah, I mean, the menu says that we should try the vodka, so we'll go for it, and it was delicious.
Oh, it was so good. And the pierogies, of course. I mean, really, anything you order, and the cabbage and the potatoes, anything you order in Poland is going to be amazing. So just try it all. That definitely shocked us so much. Like, we love the food in Poland.
Yeah, and another thing that was a very good surprise was just how good the public transportation was. I was like, okay, we got to figure out how to get like from the airport to the cities and the cities to the other cities and things like that. Well, for the airport, we actually did take like Uber and Bolt. I think like we did that twice, and that was very nice. The prices were pretty good on there. But once we got into the cities and we used the trams.
The trams, oh my gosh, they were so good.
It was just so nice. I love when a city has like good transportation. It was good and clean, and it really was affordable so that everybody, tourists and locals, can enjoy it.
And it was fun. I like that the trams were like outside because we could just watch the city pass by. It was almost like a fun like mini city tour the first night we got in. We could just watch everyone living their lives, see the buildings, and you just said like how clean they were. Like the transportation, and that brings us to another point, like Poland might be one of the cleanest countries we've ever been to. Like, I barely saw any trash on the streets. It was so good.
Yeah, this is definitely something that Jenny thinks about more than me.
I think about it all the time.
With just like any city that we go to, any country, like Jenny's very aware of like trash on the streets and just like overall cleanliness. And I think I noticed that too when we were there. I mean, yeah, I really liked it.
I just feel like nothing ruins a good view. Like nothing ruins a beautiful, good view, like a pile of trash or cigarettes on the street or cups. Like it just irks me, and it's so bad for the environment. So good on you, Poland, for not littering very much, I guess. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, we were in 2 cities, Warsaw, Krakow, and then we went to a third one, Zakopane, which is a much smaller city, but still, all 3 of them good.
So good. And that brings us to our next shocking point was Poland recycles so much. Like, I remember seeing this like well-dressed man like going through trash cans, and I was like, what is this person doing? Like, he's not looking for food. He was looking for recyclables to take out of the trash and recycle. And I was like, that's so cool. And I saw it multiple times. And the Airbnb we stayed at was like, make sure you recycle these items. There's recycling bins everywhere. I love that so much.
Yeah, and you even brought up to me that our hotels were like, they were reminding us to do it, or at least they had the recycle bins there.
I think that this is something that other countries can improve a lot on. And I was so happy that Poland takes recycling so seriously and not littering. Like, I am so blown away by that and so happy about it.
The past couple points that we've been talking about, like the cleanliness of the cities and also the recycling, I think that really helps out with Poland's natural beauty.
Poland is beautiful. And I feel like when I think about Poland before we went, I thought about like Warsaw and Krakow and the cities. And I really didn't think about the nature of Poland. I just thought about the old towns. But wow, we were blown away by the mountains and the trees and just the scenery. And we've heard that they have really pretty beaches too. We didn't even get to the beaches yet. But the Tatra Mountains were so beautiful in the snow. Everything was so pretty.
Yeah, it was very evident when we made our way from Krakow to the south of Poland to go to Zakopane, and just like the 2-hour bus ride that we had, it was like, wow, this is so cool. And then when we arrived in the cities and saw the Tatra Mountains, like that was something special.
Zakopane was so beautiful, and we would have never even known about it if our friends Witty Travels hadn't have gone. When they showed me pictures of it, I was so shocked that was Poland. And now I'm like, Poland is one of the most beautiful places that we've ever been. And I mean, we hiked to Morskioka, and that was a bit rough. If you haven't watched that video, you should go watch it. I think that would be a lot prettier in the summer too. They just have so many like lakes and mountains and trees. It's amazing.
It's just fun. And not only just like the natural beauty of just like the overall surroundings, but also like thinking about like the old towns of the two places, the two big cities that we visited, like those are great too.
Yeah, the old towns were beautiful, and like it's so crazy to think that Warsaw was just completely destroyed during the World War. And I think that's something that hit me really hard when we got there, was like, wow, all these buildings are like brand new. Like
like a lot of them, just because like, and especially all the comments like helping us out too, saying that like, yeah, there's a place called Old Town, but I mean really like all those buildings were constructed in like, what is it, like the past like 80 years or something like that.
So crazy. And like I knew that Poland was so affected by the war, but I don't think it hit me how affected it was until we got there and saw it. But with that, like I feel like it shows such a beautiful resilience of the Polish people to like build up these cities and make them beautiful again. And just it was really beautiful, and I'm so happy we got to experience it.
The buildings were colorful. I mean, the Christmas markets were cool too.
Yeah.
I know that's not really a year-round thing, but it was like really fun to have those two, like also like in the old towns of the two cities. As we were thinking of some of the shocking things about Poland for us, we didn't only want to say like these very positive things. We wanted to look for something that might be a negative, but honestly, I don't even know if we found one. But
There was
something that at least like we thought of. It's like not 100% positive,
Yeah.
at least for us traveling there.
The language is insane. Like I don't even know how I would pronounce these words. Like we tried so hard, we would look up the phonetics, and this isn't a bad thing. Like if you speak Polish, you know how to pronounce
It's
these
also
words.
just like a beautiful thing. Like the Polish language actually like sounds good when people are like talking. You know, two people on the street were just talking, and it's like, oh, that's a cool conversation, cool sounding.
Yeah.
But for us, it's like, what? Like reading the words?
Well, it's like we call it Warsaw, but it's not Warsaw, right? It's like something.
Warszawa.
I could never think to pronounce it like that.
At least like when you're reading it on paper.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but that is just something that was very interesting and shocking to us. It's like, I can't read what's on this menu. I don't know what this bus stop is, this tram stop. Oh, well, we're just gonna figure it out, I guess.
And that really isn't even negative. Like, that's really just like us not being able to speak the language and like the words being wild.
But it's fine, because that's actually like perfect for our next point, is that the people were like, were just nice and helpful. And it is something that stuck out to me, is that like people are just warm, and I just want to be around Polish people more.
Something that like fully shocked me was like, first of all, how much there is to do in Poland. Like we planned this trip and we did X amount of days, and we were like, oh yeah, that's gonna be definitely enough time. And we left being like, we didn't get to do like a third of the things that we could have.
Well, and especially with the YouTube comments like rolling in with like all these different recommendations, and we're like, oh wait, hold on, how did we miss all this when we were planning it? There's so
much to do there, and there's so much to see, and that just means that we will definitely be back. Like, we have to go back to do all of these things.
I feel like we do need to do that. I mean, like, just because of how much we enjoyed Poland and how much we haven't done yet, it just feels like we don't know exactly when, but we might start to think about...
And we have to go to the Wrocław Christmas market. See, I know that word is wrong. I know that that's not how you say it.
How do you say it?
I don't remember. But like everyone's like, you missed the best Christmas market. Honestly, I would go back to Poland just to eat that cheese again. That cheese was so good.
So I guess that means that even though we're no longer going to be posting any Poland videos for right now, you might want to look out for some in the future. So make sure to stay subscribed to our channel, and we're going to a new country in our next video. So stick around for that as well.
Going to Romania.
Again.
See you there.